God is a better explanation for reality than Santa Claus or unicorns or fairies. Some atheists claim that belief in God is comparable to belief in mythical figures like Santa Claus, unicorns, or fairies. However, such a claim is childish and infantile. God is a rational abductive inference to the best explanation, as the best explanation for the huge amount of evidence for intelligent design of the universe and the biosphere. This is the same method of inference as we use in science to infer the existence of a not directly observable entity, like electrons, protons, quarks. The rational inference to God, especially the Christian concept of God, is fundamentally different in rationale and significance from belief in these other entities. While Santa Claus, unicorns, and fairies serve as symbols of imagination, fun, or myth, belief in God is grounded in deeper philosophical, scientific, and experiential reasoning. Here's why God serves as a better explanation for reality than these mythical figures. 1. Philosophical basis for belief in God. Philosophically, belief in God is rooted in questions about the nature of existence, causation, morality, and purpose, which are central to the human experience. For example, the concept of an uncaused cause, or first mover, goes back to ancient philosophers like Aristotle and Aquinas, who argued that everything in existence must have a cause, but that there must ultimately be a first, uncaused cause responsible for initiating everything. This first cause is not random but is seen as an intelligent, purposeful being. By contrast, no one posits unicorns, fairies, or Santa Claus as answers to these foundational questions of existence or causation. They do not attempt to answer why there is something rather than nothing or why the universe operates under such fine-tuned and rational laws. Belief in God addresses these deep questions, whereas belief in mythical figures does not. 2. Scientific evidence and fine-tuning of the universe. Modern science reveals a universe that is finely tuned in numerous ways that enable life to exist. This fine-tuning includes specific constants in physics, such as the gravitational constant or the cosmological constant, that must fall within a narrow range for the universe to support life. The privileged planet hypothesis, for example, highlights the precise conditions necessary for a planet to support advanced life and allow for scientific discovery, conditions that Earth uniquely meets among known celestial bodies. This fine-tuning points to the universe being purposefully arranged rather than being the product of random chance, and it suggests an intelligent designer. Belief in God as this designer is a rational inference based on scientific observations, while belief in mythical creatures like unicorns or fairies does not offer a comparable explanation for these scientific findings. 3. Moral and existential foundations. Belief in God provides a foundation for moral values, duties, and human purpose. If we live in a reality created by a morally good being, then moral values, human rights, and responsibilities are grounded in the nature of that being. In the absence of God, morality is often reduced to subjective opinion or societal consensus, which fails to provide an objective foundation for right and wrong. This can lead to moral relativism, where acts of kindness and acts of harm are seen as merely personal preferences rather than intrinsically good or evil. Santa Claus, fairies, or unicorns do not serve as sources of moral authority or provide grounding for universal human rights. They might bring joy or serve as symbols in stories, but they lack the philosophical depth to address questions of morality or the ultimate purpose of human life. 4. Historical and experiential evidence. Unlike mythical creatures, belief in God is supported by historical claims and personal experiences. Christianity, for example, is based on historical events, such as the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, which were recorded by contemporaries and affirmed by early followers even in the face of persecution. Additionally, many people across cultures and time periods report experiences that they interpret as encounters with the divine, whether through prayer, meditation, or other spiritual practices. These experiences provide a personal and communal foundation for belief in God that does not apply to belief in unicorns, fairies, or Santa Claus, which are not rooted in historical claims or widely shared spiritual experiences. 5. Coherence with human longing and intuition. The human mind has a natural tendency to seek purpose, meaning, and a greater reality beyond the material world. This longing is more coherently satisfied by the concept of God than by mythical figures, which are largely regarded as imaginative or symbolic. According to C.S. Lewis, human desires for things like beauty, goodness, and truth suggest the existence of a transcendent reality in which these desires are fulfilled. Santa Claus and unicorns appeal to wonder, but they do not address the universal human quest for ultimate purpose, love, or moral truth. The belief in God resonates with these innate longings, making it a more rational and satisfying explanation for human existence than belief in mythical creatures. 6. Falsifiability and logical coherence. A belief is rationally justified if it is falsifiable in principle and logically coherent. Belief in God, especially within the framework of intelligent design, can be falsified if evidence were found that complex specified information or purposeful arrangement of parts can emerge without intelligent input. So far, no such evidence has emerged. Instead, science continues to reveal complexity in design-like features that align with the inference of a designer. Santa Claus, unicorns, and fairies, on the other hand, are primarily based in folklore or imagination. They do not claim to account for fundamental features of reality. Therefore, belief in God, with its logical coherence and potential falsifiability, is distinct from and more robust than belief in these mythical figures. Conclusion. The comparison between belief in God and belief in mythical beings like Santa Claus, unicorns, or fairies is unfounded when examined closely. Belief in God provides a coherent and rational foundation for understanding existence, purpose, morality, and the fine-tuning of the universe. Unlike mythical figures, belief in God is deeply intertwined with historical, philosophical, scientific, and experiential evidence that collectively make it a rational and robust explanation for reality. Therefore, God is a better explanation for reality than Santa Claus, unicorns, or fairies. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.